Hello, we're gonna continue from the last time. Still with this select mesh elements by location nodes. So this one have a lot of options. We did the select by center and radius last time, and we can select it based on this position of this empty. But now the next thing that we can do is the selecting by side. This is actually quite simple, but still takes a little bit of familiarity. So I'll delete this node and delete everything here. So we have the list mask node, and let's recreate the select mesh element by locations. Select by side. So select by side is basically it's based on the direction. So by default is the direction is in the z-axis. You will see once I plug the vertices and polygon and plug in the face mask into the list mask, and actually try, there you go. As soon as I increase the percentage, we can see that it's selecting based on the directions. It says by side, but actually more like a directions. If you imagine the directions of the z is actually 0, 0, 1 is pointing up. So we are getting that kind of result. We can of course rotate the arrow if you want it to select from the x-axis 1, 0, 0. You will get that result. You can also give it like a negative value, I believe. -1 give you the reverse of the x, and of course in the y-axis as well. So y-axis, you can select it that way. What would be interesting is if we are using the vector in, let's say we start with a 0, 0, 1 in the z-axis, we can perhaps do some kind of rotation here. Rotations in Euler, rotate. There you go. I think it seems to be working if I'm rotating it in the x-axis. You see how it is rotating. Let's set the percentage to 50%. Now you can see it's rotating. Maybe it's even more interesting if we rotate it. We start with a x like this, and then we rotate it in the z-axis. So it's kind of like rotating around the monkey head. So yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Not too difficult once you understand what's going on. Just we have a different parameters here with a percentage. It goes from 0 to 100, of course. 100 selecting everything. So if you want to select half of the monkey head, set it to 50, and set it to one direction like that in the z-axis, in the x-axis, for example. Yeah, okay, that's pretty much it. I guess it's pretty simple, actually simpler than before, the one before. We have a couple more to cover, but I'll do that in the next live loading. Thanks again for tuning in. If you have any comment, feedbacks, just let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.